Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the continuation of my series reacting to and fact-checking posts on X. And today's video is about Elon Musk and his obsession with the Muslims in general and the UK Muslims specifically. He already tried his best to promote Tommy Robinson, but our Muslim brothers and sisters already refuted his claims. And there is another hater of Islam that he's trying to promote, and Insha'Allah in this video I'm going to refute both of them and expose their hypocrisy. Elon Musk replied to a post saying, "How many Sharia courts are there in the UK?" At community notes. Look at the dishonesty. Any intellectually honest and moral person, instead of posting misinformation and false claims online to his millions of followers, he should at least do the research privately instead of pretending to ask a question and tagging the community note. The post he quoted should tell you the level of Elon when it comes to academic understanding of Islam and social issues. Ayan Hirsi demands abolishment of UK Sharia law courts. It's absolutely outrageous. Why would a person like Elon, whom many consider smart or even a genius, quote an intellectual charlatan like Ayan Hirsi, who is 100% without a shadow of a doubt a liar? Inshallah, I'll expose some of her lies and later in the video expose the hypocrisy of people like Elon, who push people like her to spew their nonsense instead of showing the bravery to say it themselves. Ayan Hirsi admitted to falsifying details on her asylum application in the Netherlands. She lied to be able to enter and stay in the Netherlands. And now these same people act as if they are against immigration. What kind of logic is this? Yesterday, the dust was far from settling on the Hirsi affair. A TV program highlighting lies Hirsi told on her asylum application and the subsequent decision by hardline immigration minister Rita Verdonk to strip her from her Dutch citizenship. She later resigned from her position in the Dutch parliament and moved to the USA, where she continued her work with various think tanks and organizations.
U heeft gezegd dat u in 1991 vanuit Somalië naar Nairobi bent gevlucht, in een vluchtelingenkamp terecht bent gekomen. En vanuit een vluchtelingenkamp bent u doorgevlucht naar Nederland.
Ja, zoiets. Ik heb een hele verhaal verzonnen hoor, maar ik heb ook niet verteld dat ik Ayan Hirsi Magan heet, maar Ayan Hirsi Ali. Ik heb niet verteld dat ik geboren ben in 1969, maar dat ik in 67 ben geboren. Waardoor ik nog ouder zou zijn dan mijn had.
And people in America, for some reason, take her seriously. And now she's being promoted by Elon Musk himself. Ayan was made famous because of her claiming she fled a forced arranged marriage. Hirsi arrived in the Netherlands in 1992. That year, she had fled from Kenya to visit her family in Düsseldorf and Bonn, Germany, and gone to the Netherlands to escape an alleged forced marriage. And subhanallah, these same claims have been contested and falsified by her own family members.
Well, this is the house where Ayan's wedding was staged during the arranged marriage that was in 1992. The husband was from Canada.
Everybody was present,
Yeah, that was a big thing. It was a very big thing.
but was Ayan there?
Yes.
Firstly, this is Kenya, not Somalia or any Muslim country. Kenya is a secular state and only 10% of the country is Muslim. And in this clip, it's her brother speaking and confirming that her potential husband at that time was from Canada.
Were you at the marriage? Were you invited?
Yes, I was invited in the lunchtime. And I have been there about 1 o'clock and I left at 3 o'clock, around 3 o'clock.
Was Ayan present at the marriage?
Yes, she was there that day and before that day and after that. And she was talking about marrying and she was happy. And
She was happy.
yes, she never made any complaints or saying that she's forced to do this, and she was happy marrying her boyfriend. He came from Canada for her and she's going to marry. This is what she told us.
Again, no Muslim country is involved. Her family confirmed that she was happy, everything was normal, and she was never forced. But again, she had to make up a victimhood story to get famous in the Netherlands. And the funny thing is that she's not a scholar of any sort and she never studied Islam. But people like Elon Musk quote her and bring her to speak against Islam because she uses her fabricated stories to gain credibility. She uses her fake subjective emotional experiences to go after Islam and the Muslim community. But now we know with clear evidences that she lied. And I said all that just to show you the level of the credibility people like Elon are taken seriously and promoting to their audience. In the article linked to her post, it says an estimated 100,000 Islamic marriages have been conducted in Britain, with many not officially registered with civil authorities. The councils serve as informal bodies, particularly focused on marriage dissolutions and divorces. And my simple question is, why do you care? Is there any law in the UK saying that two people choosing to live together must be married? Subhanallah, they always try to judge Muslims with different standards, which is clear-cut hypocrisy. If a boyfriend and his girlfriend live together and have children, should they also be forced to be married? This article is just an attempt to paint the Muslim community in a bad light, knowing full well that there is nothing wrong with this or any of these Sharia courts. You've allowed an entire parallel system to take place of a population that has refused to assimilate. Hirsi Ali stated, "What kind of assimilation does she want? Marriage? Is she angry that some Muslims don't get married civilly? This is a first. A liberal trying to promote marriage to Muslims. She just wants to say anything against Islam and the Muslims. That's it." And instead of Elon asking the question publicly like this, why not just ask Grok the same question? You own the tool. How many Sharia courts are there in the UK? The number of Sharia courts or councils in the UK is frequently cited as around 85, based on various reports and discussions in the media. These entities primarily deal with family and matrimonial issues like marriage and divorce from an Islamic religious perspective, but they do not possess legal standing or enforcement powers within the UK's legal system. They operate as informal bodies issuing religious rulings. Grok is 100% correct in affirming that these Sharia courts in the UK do not possess any legal standing or enforcement powers. So what's the issue here? Why are they trying to create an issue when there is none? There is nothing wrong with Muslims having a place to get their questions answered regarding marital issues according to Islam. When you make Islam illegal in the UK, then you have a point. But until then, you are just talking for the sake of talking. And you know that I know that you know that you have no point here, and that there is nothing wrong with these courts. None whatsoever, morally or legally. But now, why Elon Musk or anybody else speaks about bet din? I will make a very bold claim. Anything they try and criticize Muslims for, I can bring the same exact thing in Judaism. But they will ignore this challenge and keep just nitpicking anything Islamic. The London Bet Din is the Ashkenazi Bet Din of the United Synagogue, the largest Ashkenazi synagogal body in London, England. In its capacity as court of the chief rabbi, it is historically the supreme halakhic authority of Ashkenazim in several Commonwealth countries. The Bet Din's work includes genealogical research, divorce, and the arbitration of civil disputes. So basically, it's a Sharia court, but for Jews. Will Elon Musk tell you about these courts, or will he ever advocate for them to be closed? Of course he wouldn't, and we all know why. The way we Muslims should respond to these people is with facts and not with the use of emotional arguments. And when some Muslims are doing anything that goes against our religion, I hope you know what I'm talking about. We should speak against them and warn against them. And it doesn't matter if the Labour Party or any left-winger is trying to cover up their stories. We as Muslims should not care. I still don't know why some Muslims are still trying to promote the Labour Party to Muslims. They are just making it harder for the general Muslims. They make it look like as if we're agreeing with these people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, "O believers, stand firm for justice as witnesses for Allah, even if it is against yourselves, or your parents, or close relatives, be they rich or poor. Allah is best to ensure their interests. So do not let your desires cause you to deviate from justice. If you distort the testimony or refuse to give it, then know that Allah is certainly all aware of what you do." So inshallah, I want all my Muslim brothers and sisters to stand firm against these people. And now that you should be angry with both those who try to cover up the stories and those who are trying to use these stories against normal, law-abiding Muslims. But who you shouldn't be angry with is the ones trying their best to uncover the truth and expose these stories. I hope this simple message can reach my brothers and sisters in the UK, and inshallah they can do something visible collectively to tackle this issue. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all my Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world and keep us all guided upon the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam according to the understanding of the Salaf, free from any innovation or misguidance. I hope you benefited from this video. You can also watch this video about Wesley Huff claiming the Quran has a problem. And don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future uploads. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.